We're back. I know yesterday said we were gonna do record if Mike got his Funko Pop, but this will be uploaded Friday because yesterday I talked about 4 months of quarantine. But Mike, did you get the Funko Pop? What happened?
Okay, here's the thing. So obviously nobody can go to San Diego Comic Con, so they can't wait in line for like 10 hours to get their Funko Pops. So they did it on the website. Now on the website a couple weeks ago, they had the Dwight Funko Pop with the unicorn, the Princess Unicorn. If you know The Office, you'll understand. So um, I originally went in to get a Michelangelo and a Dwight Cyclops. Now the Dwight Cyclops you could actually get at Walmart. So when I went to Walmart today, I couldn't find it. Um, so the thing was loading, and like 45 minutes later, they're like, "Hey, we're going into error mode. So don't refresh, just stay there." So I stayed there, and then during that time, I was like, "Oh man!" I found out that they put the Princess Unicorn Dwight back on sale during this thing. So I went into an incognito window, and I went and I put all three things in the cart, and I waited and waited and waited, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should, because in my other one, I was there from 7 o'clock, which is the moment it went on sale. I added both to the cart, and I was already there, so I figured that one would load first. So I go back, I take out the Michelangelo, I take out the Cyclops Dwight, and it's just the Princess Unicorn Dwight. So I'm just sitting here, and it's doing the thing where it's loading and waiting in line, and then all of a sudden it loads, and instead of having like a stupid little refresh thing by the by the shipping method, like it did last time for Dwight, and like it did this time because there was too many people and they don't know how to run a website, it actually gave me options to pay, which is crazy because last time they were like, no, we don't want you to pay. So this time it actually worked. I was able to punch in my credit card information, and I haven't gotten an email yet as of recording this. I'll check again real quick. But I think I got it. So then I go to the other thing, and I'm still waiting and waiting and waiting from the the browser page that I did at 7 o'clock on the dot. I was waiting in line. And so I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to refresh it. I refreshed it, and everything was out of stock. Like everything. All the exclusives out of stock. So now I have to. Well, the Michelangelo was only exclusive to the website, so that's long gone. But the Dwight one, you can get at Walmart. So I'm going to have to go to every Walmart in the area looking for another Cyclops Dwight. Because I have
This
the other
doesn't
one.
sound bad because redemption of your first story a couple weeks back, where you didn't get the My Horn Could Pierce the Sky Dwight K. Schrute Funko
Mm-hmm.
Pop. So
Yeah.
at the end, it kind of worked out. You
It
might have
worked
lost out
out.
on one Funko.
Yeah, it worked out because the Michelangelo one, like, if I got it, I got it. Like, it was cool, and it had the surfboard, and it had the Comic Con logo on the surfboard, and like because of the situation we're in with events and stuff, to have the Comic Con logo on like an item in 2020 would be cool. But it wasn't the end of the world. Like, I'm gonna go find this Cyclops Dwight at Walmart. It's a Thursday. No one is really you know, no one's really gonna take off of work. Like, there's probably someone
Be
who's taking off
surprised
of
because
work for
not a
these.
lot of people working.
Well, still they still gotta work from home or whatever. But um, so yeah, so I'm gonna. I think I got the Princess Unicorn. That one's been going on eBay for like $75. So I'm going to put it on there for 100, and I'm definitely gonna get a no. I'm just glad that I got it because I think I told myself I'm going to get every single Office Pop at some point, um, which is going to be
So what are you
hard.
missing right now
What?
besides Cyclops?
I mean, I feel like I'm missing a lot. I
Oh,
have a lot, but I'm also missing a lot. And because there's the three hole punch gym, which is exclusive to the Funko store in Seattle. So you have to go there to get it. So that means I got to go there. And then I'm missing the golden face because when I saw it at Target, the box was all beat up, and I didn't want to get a beat up box. And then I haven't seen it again. There's a couple exclusives like the Jim dressed up as Dwight from Box Lunch that I just didn't get. Like all they did was it looked like they put the Dwight one in a box that said Jim's name on it. And I was like, you couldn't have done anything like to make it look different. Like he's not even wearing the jacket in the scene. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
here's the thing, by the way. This might come off as a hot take. I don't think it is. The Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Like that's the one thing that I hear so much that I just am over it. I'm over that line because people
Mike,
like it's like they
what-
only know that line.
no, that line was used to be on like when I used to be on Tinder. That used to be on girls' bios.
It's like there's so many. There, I mean, if I had the time, I would make a list. There, I could say there's probably a couple hundred, maybe even more quotes that are better than that. There's
Hmm.
probably 1,000 quotes better than that. Michael Scott just saying like one word is probably better than that. You know what I mean? So like they couldn't have even done anything like to, make it different. Like he just had a yellow shirt on. Why couldn't you do that? Because they were lazy. And you know what? Me and Britain for years have wanted these Office Funkos, and we said back in the day we were like, Funko, you got to make these because people will buy them, and they were like, oh, like like you're gonna have to sell more than 400, and it's like they didn't believe that they would sell it. It took them that long to make them. They've had Parks and Rec ones for a long time. They never had the Office. Finally, when they have the Office ones, they're bringing out with like a ton of them left and right, and they can't even get one little thing right with the
Trying to make
Jim.
some money, dude.
But
So figure update for me with other than Mike's Funko dilemma, which I feel like he got a WNL, so it evened out. I got a Kane retro that I did in a trade. I traded a Cena plaque for a bunch of Undertaker figures, a Vince Elites in the box, and a Kane retro. And I bought from Ringside a Dead Man Revenge Undertaker. So because I want one with just Kane and one with just Undertaker unmasked.
mhm.
So with the extra Undertaker head and mask, I went on the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast Facebook group and I asked like, "Hey, how do I take this retro head off this?" And people were joking like, literally, you have to use like a chainsaw to take this off. It's so hard. So essentially, you get a thing of hot water, you dunk the head in, you hold it there for like I put it in for like about 5 minutes. Came back, used the towel, twisted it off, made a little pop after a little bit. Didn't break. We were good to go. So I'm like, all right, let me just put this Undertaker head on, pop it on, and we're good to go, right? Because I already got the Kane head off. Nope. The head goes on, it falls right off. It's too big. So the
Huh.
one person was like, hey, put the head in a cup of water and microwave it. And I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, trust me, do it. Like, you'll be fine. And then when you're done, use a tongs to put in a towel because it's gonna be super hot, obviously, because the water will be boiling, and try to pop it on. So I do that. I put it on. The head's falling off. Like it just the hole's too big. So one of the guys like, hey, just use clay. So I just left the head on, and I didn't touch it. I go back to it, just like pull it off. It's like it's on. It's a little loose, but it's on. Like you turn the head a little bit, but it's on there. But I feel like if I pull it like a decent, like a good enough, it'll pop off. And it honestly, like 20 minutes later, it actually fell off the desk and hit the floor. And I thought, like, oh great, I ruined this. Now the head's gonna pop off, and I'm screwed. Nope, head stayed on. Good to go. So I have an Undertaker Dead Man Revenge custom with a
So you're telling me that in the year of the quarantine, you broke a figure, you popped the head off of a toy, you put it in a cup that was with water, and you put that cup that was with water, the head of a toy in there,
mm-hmm.
and you cooked it in the microwave.
I cooked the second head in the microwave.
So anyway, I was at Walgreens today, and I saw I saw an Arya Stark, McFarlane or whatever they call it, figure, and I didn't know how much it was, and they don't have those scanning things. So I was like, you know what? It's I just don't need it. And I looked up
Oh,
on eBay to see if it was rare, and luckily it's just not rare, so that was good. Anyway.
The Elite 77 hit stores, so the Fiend and the AJ and all those hit stores, super hard to find. I did a figure hunt. I like went to like 3 different Walmart, a couple Toys R Us's. I found the AJ obviously because AJ is like literally the most common. AJ and Seth Rollins, too many figures, you know, like they have way too much
You
stuff.
found the
They sit on
AJ?
shelves. Huh?
You found the SummerSlam AJ?
Yep.
Need that one.
It's pretty easy. Don't worry, you'll find it.
Okay. Well, I'll probably go out to. Well, I'm definitely going out
The
tomorrow.
one no one's gonna touch. It'll be if you see that AJ and you see no Rick Rude, Ronda, Fiend, or Elizabeth, you know they were there and everyone took everything by AJ.
That's true. I need to
But I
get.
feel like that's the best AJ because like it has the OC shirt and everything.
Yeah. No, definitely. That's why I want it.
Like I feel like of all the AJs they made, that's like the one you want.
Definitely.
And then like I think like the first one, like the original with the hood,
That was
like
cool.
that depicts New Japan and that depicts the OC. So I did that. Oh, and I found a Fiend, and I was
You found it in the store?
Yeah, the blonde hair. And supposedly the one I'm getting shipped from Ringside. I think they sent me the brown hair one, the original one, before they made the change.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have the rare variant and the regular
one's the rare variant?
Well, before when they made the original batch, it had brown hair, and then Ringside did a change and changed it to blonde.
So which one is the
brown hair?
Like, brown hair is the one.
The rare one. Blonde one is the normal one that you'll find in stores.
Huh.
So if you see a brown hair on the shelf, just grab it and keep it because that'll probably be worth more because it's going to be like, oh, the error version, the first batch. Mm-hmm. Guess the first edition essentially, right?
Yeah, it's like what's it called?
It's the first Fiend in the line, and it's the first edition because you know about that weird change that they did.
It's like it's like the opening day Luis Robert rookie where it's like
it's an unofficial variant.
Yeah. So I'll definitely honestly we'll have a good figure podcast in a couple of days because either I'll have gotten the AJ or found the Fiend or found nothing. So very intriguing to see what tomorrow holds. So
yeah. What was I gonna say? I feel like the Fiend is either gonna be super rare figures like a Kane, or it's gonna be like Finn Balor where it's just like it's there but it's not that rare.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's one extreme or the other extreme.
Oh, also I'm out on figures.
You're out?
Yeah, I was looking at the ones that are covering my office like DVDs. I got Neville, the Revival, Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H. And I was like, where am I going to put the Jericho one if it ever ships? And then I was like, I'm going to have to move those. So, yeah. I'm not out on figures, but
I feel like you'll get drawn back in. I feel like you're going to slow down.
I'm trying to get those cards.
I feel like if you see that Fiend, though, you're going to buy it.
Oh, definitely. I feel like the Fiend is the Bowman Mega Box of figures because it's like, it's right there. And if you don't buy it now, it's going to go for more in the future because right now you can flip it for $50. You know what I mean?
Minimum.
So
yeah,
that's why it's like a big thing.
And just announced today the Master of the Universe, the next line will have a Fiend one in it, so that's going to be another pain to get. I was lucky enough to get that Undertaker one, which was rare.
So that's another one I got to look forward to.
Yeah, no. Now I got to get that Fiend one. So pretty much my collection is involving Undertaker, the Master collection, I guess, because that'll be mostly it. Fiend and Sting.
Do you open the Fiend one?
No, I haven't opened it yet. When I get the other,
will you?
Yeah, I probably will.
Gotcha. You don't care about the worth?
No, because it's still gonna be worth money,
Yeah, that's true.
Like it's not gonna be worth as much. Like the Kane Elite 12, like it's worth a lot in box, but even out of box, it's still worth a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I have like the head, the hands, and the head and everything, I'm good to go.
That's true. Yeah.
I feel like the head is gonna be annoying to find. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like it's just one of those accessories that's like, oh, I don't have the head. I'm like, where did it go?
What do you do with the boxes?
I just throw. I was gonna think of keeping them all, and then I'm like, no, there's too much space. I'm throwing them out.
I guess with yours, it's like kind of crazy, but I've been keeping mine just to hold the accessories.
Yeah, I have a little brown like mailer envelope that I just throw in.
Gotcha.
Yep. So there you go.
That's
There's
it.
a figure update. Some custom figures, Funko Pop dilemmas, and looking for fiends.
Looking for fiends. All right, well, stay tuned while I do another figure hunt looking for stuff. Anyway, that's it. We'll talk to you
We're
again.
at it tomorrow.